I love the comments that people leave. I learn so much, I laugh so much. Somebody said something like this week. They said, Ben Affleck plus Joe Rogan equals Nick Shell. And it's funny because for the years I've been making these hair loss videos, those are comments I received often. When my hair is longer, people say Ben Affleck. When my hair is shorter, people say Joe Rogan. And I can totally appreciate that. I think they're both good looking and cool guys. I want to break that down a little bit just to kind of put it in perspective. So it's funny because with Ben Affleck, my understanding is a while back he had a hair transplant, which is why he still has the hair that he has. But people say that even the way I talk and the personality is very similar. Because when I think of Ben Affleck, I think of someone who, well, especially if you look at him in the Batman, when he's Batman, he's kind of like, he's secure in himself, but he's kind of jaded. He's like, really, I'm Batman? And that's kind of how I am with this channel. Like, really, I'm the hair loss guy? I don't even care about hair loss. But these people keep showing up for the show every day, so I guess I better keep doing this. Like, I feel like I can relate to Ben Affleck in that way. And then the Joe Rogan thing, you know, the darker features for sure, maybe a little bit, even the olive skin there. Even though he's more of Irish descent and I'm more Mediterranean, Jewish, Middle Eastern, I've got a lot of that going on in my DNA. But still, he and I still sort of look alike. And again, his personality, I think he's like me. He's a no BS kind of guy. You know, he's very opinionated, telling like it is, and I think even politically he and I have a lot to agree with. I think he's a fellow libertarian, which I am. I'm like, politics is so pointless. Democrats versus Republicans, and then they're fighting with each other, and you vote for the person that's only going to cater to that side instead of the rest of people. You know, a lot of the interviews I've watched on him with him, I agree with. So I definitely can relate to both of those men, and I have a lot of respect for both of those men as entertainers, as communicators. And as far as Joe Rogan, you know, it's funny because back when Fear Factor was really big in the early 2000s, when I was in college and you were maybe born yet, even back then he was losing his hair, and he would be an exception to the rule in that you can actually be on TV and have a career in that and be balding, which he was at the time he became famous. Of course, now he shaves off all his hair. Yeah, I like both Ben Affleck and Joe Rogan. I think they're both cool guys. And I just wanted to make another video to once again acknowledge that people keep comparing me to them, and I'm confident they always will. Until you ever see me, you see me for the first time, and who does this guy remind me of? Kind of like Ben Affleck, but yeah, Joe Rogan too. So, do you agree? Of course you agree. In the comments, say that you agree, because you do.